Today, I'm going to give you a brief overview on the Kubota Zero Turn lineup. Hey guys, it's Zach here from Kubota Lynchburg, and today I wanted to go over a Zero Turn lineup. Basically everything that we have from Kubota, the whole different series and little specs and features and ideas and cool things about each one. So it's about to be springtime here in Virginia, and so I figured this would be a good time to kind of show you guys the Kubota offerings. So I'm going to start with the smallest machines, and we're going to work our way around to the big diesels and everything. And I don't have every deck size or every option out here, but it'll give you a good overview. So the smallest Zero Turn that Kubota makes will be a 42-inch cut. So this is that Z232. And actually right up there, I've got one of the older Z231s left over because this is a new model that just came out as well. So it'll have a welded steel. That's the nice thing about Kubota Zero Turns. They all have welded steel fabricated decks. None of them are stamped decks. So to have that welded steel mower deck, it'll have a single solid tubular steel frame that goes all the way around. And on this little 42-inch one, we actually do have a nice Kawasaki engine. And Kubota is all about safety, so we do have a roll bar, a ROP system as well. But Kawasaki engine, this new 232 series with the 2 at the end instead of the 1, actually has a little bit more comfortable seat. It comes standard with armrests, has a little bit extra rubber cushions to make it a little bit more comfortable to it. But this is a good, solid machine. I personally love this one. I owned it for 3 years, or at least the previous model. Never had a single minute of issue out of it other than when water got in the fuel tank. But these are awesome machines, good little Zero Turns. She's shaking her head at me because she remembers that instance. Next, even though this is kind of commercial, I just had it lined up here. Kubota doesn't just do Zero Turns, they do some walk behinds as well. Anywhere from the small 36-inch ones all the way up to the bigger 52, 61-inch walk behinds. They've updated their design recently to add a couple nicer features where now we have more comfortable, kind of the pistol grip systems on it. So forward and reverse is a lot easier than your old gear shift models. So these are more, don't want to say Zero Turn controls, but a lot easier for forward and reverse on them. But Kubota does a very good walk behind series as well, usually with the Kawasaki engine. So you get that good engine. Again, welded steel decks, and these decks are made really nicely, easy to adjust because you can pick up and slide your pin through to adjust your cutting height on them. Good, solid walk behind machine. Next, we're going to go to the larger 200 series, which would be either the 242 or the 252 on it. And so this is going to be, if you're looking for a high-end residential mower, something that's going to be very good quality, going to last you many, many years, have very few issues or breakdowns. You're going to spend a little bit more for the Kubota name, but you're going to get some really good things out of it. Now, the ones that have folding roll bars are going to also have Kawasaki engines and suspension seats. So that's going to be our basically 242 KW for Kawasaki models. You do have a KH model, which is going to have a Kohler engine, no suspension seat, and it's going to be a solid roll bar, not folding. And basically that's going to save you a couple $100 to take off those things, but still get a very good quality machine as far as your transmission and engines and everything. The transmissions in these are the ZT3100s, which is a really nice high-end residential transmission again, solid steel tubular frame that goes around. One of my favorite features about the Kubota mowers is how easy this platform comes out, and you have access to your mower deck to clean it out, to get to your pulleys and your belts and everything like that, and you can see everything underneath. And you can see these rubber stoppers there that make it a very comfortable. It doesn't rattle or anything when you're driving around, and it's very comfortable to sit on and basically put your feet on. Now these mower decks are solid enough. You can use the mower deck as a step to get on and off the machine. Some of my other brands that I sell, you can't do that. They will flop around. Kubota is solid. And again, you have a nice suspension seat. And Kubota's recently redesigned the 200 series where these lap bars are actually weighted. Now, you're not going to feel the weight, but what that means is they're even more smooth and more responsive than they've ever been before. So the operator experience, the comfort of it is just top-notch when you get to Kubota transmissions and everything. The deck height adjustment on these is very easy. It's very similar over the next couple models. You have your foot pedal here, and that basically is going to raise and lower, and you have a dial meter here. So if I spin it to, let's say, 2.5 inches of cutting height, it drops down to 2.5. If I push it one more time, it locks at the top, and I push it again, and it goes back to your cutting height. So very easy. You can do this while you're on the go, and you don't have to use your hands or adjust any pins or anything like that to it. They come with a really good warranty. It's a 4-year, 300-hour warranty, good finance options and everything like that on it as well. This is a little older of the Z231. This is the model I owned for a while. Again, they upgraded the seat, they upgraded the platform and everything, but a really good 42-inch mower. The Z242 and the Z252, they will come in either a 48-inch or a 54-inch mower deck. Again, that welded steel fabricated deck. Since this is the Z252, this is the same thing as the 242, but just with a bigger mower deck and a little bit more horsepower. Still a Kawasaki engine, but now you get a couple more horsepower on that engine. Same transmission, same frame, just bigger mower deck, bigger engine. So that's the Z252. Now we go to the Z400 series, which I've got two here. They will come in either 48-inch mower deck, a 54, which I don't have pictured, or a 60-inch mower deck. And the 54 and the 60-inch mower deck, we sell more of these zero turns than anything else on the property because of basically what you get for the price value. They have a Hydrogear ZT3600 transmission, which is a fully commercial grade transmission and a high-end residential or beginner commercial model. These are designed to run people that are cutting multiple acres, or they're doing weekend warrior stuff where you're going to be cutting 5 to 10 yards on the weekends or after your job. A lot of the same nice features of the Z200 as far as suspension seat, folding roll bars. These always and only will come with a Kawasaki engine. Same lift out platform style. Again, very easy to have access to everything to clean it or maintain it. Welded steel deck. There's no grease fittings on any of these machines, so you don't have to worry about that. You know, very similar lift style to your mower deck to switch between your mower deck heights on it. This one, the parking brake's dead in the center, easy to take on and off. This 400 series with the high-end transmission, the Kawasaki engine, the heavy-duty frame, the easy-to-adjust mower deck, the comfort of it, for anywhere between mid 8,000 to low 9,000, it's a lot of bang for your buck, which is why we sell a ton of these. And they come with a 4-year or 500-hour warranty right now. So good warranty, still good financing, and the 400 series is basically where it's at. Now, if you look at the 60-inch model, if you look at it kind of head on here, the 60-inch model of this has another extra feature to it. You can see how wide these rear tires are compared. Because you have a wider mower deck, you can get wider 26-inch rear tires, or not 20, let me see, make sure I've got that right. Where are they at? 24, 12, 14, so they're 14-inch tires. So you have a really good stability on hills and slopes with this machine. Same thing with the 60-inch commercial that we'll look at. The wider tires let you have better traction, better stability, and better slope control when you're doing those large yards or those hills and slopes. So the 60-inch deck is sweet, as well as they still have these giant front caster wheels to help kind of that comfort and stability. Now we go to the 700 series, which we've got two options on. Still have a 48, 54, 60-inch mower deck. 60 is the biggest they go even in the 700 series. This is a 726, which means it's a 26 horsepower carbureted Kawasaki engine. The 24 is going to be a 24 horsepower engine in the smaller 48-inch deck. But this one is going to be a full commercial machine with a carbureted engine still. Again, a lot of the same similar features that Kubota puts on all of them. Folding roll bars, suspension seats, high-end transmissions, nice engines, solid tubular steel frame, all these good features to it on the 700 series. Now they add a couple other things, like they add some extra traction when you're getting on and off of the mower deck over here. So, you know, when you're in that wet grass situation, you're not going to slip and fall as a commercial guy. They basically beef everything up. It is a heavier transmission, heavier frame and everything. A little bit nicer of a suspension seat. This thing really cups you and holds you, makes you feel good when you're going to be on it for hours. And, you know, again, a really high-end quality machine from Kubota. Now, the one right behind the camera there is our most popular commercial grade machine, which is the 781. This is your fuel-injected machine, EFI, 29.5 horsepower Kawasaki engine. Very same frame and mower deck as the 726 there, but basically you get this updated engine to it. So that fuel injection means more constant power and everything like that. And with that, you get a nice little LCD operator screen here. Let me see, since she's walking over, I'm going to stick a key in it and show you guys what it looks like. So you get a lot of diagnostics with this. So you have all your safety switches. It's going to tell you if they're all working properly. You're going to have fuel gauges, temperature gauges on it, hour meters, your RPMs going. It's going to give you a little bit more diagnostics on it. So once you get to the fuel injected, because it already has that computer system on there, you get a lot of fun information at your fingertips. This one is, if you're looking commercial Kubota, this one's the way to go. The next one is going to be, it's an old style. They haven't really upgraded to the style other than maybe the seat in the last, I think it's been 11 or 12 years. This exact model's been out now. It's been forever. But you want, if they're still making it, you know it's that good. The ZG series is going to be gas. Zero turn gas is what ZG stands for. And it's going to be a shaft-driven machine. Rather than belts driving your mower deck and your transmission and everything, it is all shaft-driven. So you've got gearboxes in here. So when you pick up, you can actually see the gearbox on your mower deck here. So you've got your belts spinning the blades, but everything's going to come shaft-driven off of your engine and off of your transmission. So more constant power, more uptime because you don't have belts breaking and everything like that. A little bit more maintenance. Once you get to this ZG and ZD series, you actually do have grease fittings everywhere that you need to maintain. As long as you maintain it, it's going to last longer than a sealed spindle or bearing. But it's a very older style look. A couple of other nice things is this button here raises and lowers your mower deck hydraulically. So you don't have to use your foot and your leg power or something like that. You push that button and it just hydraulically raises itself with its cylinder. And it does have a 26 horsepower Kubota gas engine. So Kubota makes the engine in these. So if you're looking for a gas commercial machine, but you want something shaft driven for that power, the ZG series is going to be where you want to go. They come in 48, 54, 60 inch, same thing as all the other ones. So very similar deck sizes and everything, but good heavy machine. So it's good on hills and slopes. Now, if we're talking about heavy machines, we go to the ZD series. This isn't even the biggest ZD. Now, this is a monster of a mower, but we even have one size bigger, which is a ZD 1611. I just don't have it in stock right now. But this is, if I had to pick one mower that's going to be the most reliable and productive machine, this would be it for numerous reasons. Again, folding roll bar, suspension seat, high ends, you know, this doesn't even have like, it's a full transmission here. It's not just little pumps and motors. This is a tractor transmission in this. One of my tractors basically has this transmission. So very high end. If you see, this front looks a little different than the rest of the machines, and that's because it's an articulating front axle, which means it pivots on this giant point right here. So when you're hitting those uneven bumps and areas, or those, you know, swells in the ground, that axle pivots with the ground, providing a more comfortable ride as well as a better cut quality. It's not going to scalp as bad as some of the other machines. You can also pop this lever right here and spin it. I'm not going to do it all the way, but basically you could pivot this axle. I don't remember which way I'm supposed to go, but this axle pivots and creates its own jack. So it comes with its own jack stand to get to underneath the mower deck without having to jack anything up or put anything there. You just spin that, it rotates it, and you can get underneath the mower deck. So easy maintenance to it. Big front tires, again, make it comfortable and ride the ground better. This one also has hydraulic raise and lower to the mower deck. So raising and lowering this thing is very easy. Let's see here, I'll show you guys real quick. It is a 24.8 horsepower Kubota diesel engine in it. So no emissions on this one, but plenty of power still because it is a diesel shaft-driven machine, just like the ZG, it's shaft drive. So if I want to lower it to 2 inches, push the button, it lowers it. Push the button, it raises it. Very easy, very smooth, very easy to adjust on the go to it. And then of course with the diesel, you know, you just hear that rumbling behind me on it. Same display system as the Z781, so a lot of information at your fingertips. Nice large floor plan. I mean, I can sit on this thing all day long comfortably because it's such a large machine. Now be careful fitting these on your trailers, and these are heavy machines, way heavier than a gas mower because of the transmission and engine and shaft drive capabilities to it. But at the same time, you want something that's going to last you 25, 30 years of mowing. This is the machine to go to. So this is the ZD1211. There is a ZD1011, and that is basically a 54-inch mower deck, a little bit smaller frame and everything like that. So that's your, your smaller diesel option. And there's that ZD1611. Now this one will come in either a 60 or a 72-inch mower deck. So if you are trying to get that wider cut, the ZD series, the 72-inch is where to go. But heavy-duty, robust, metal everywhere, nice machine. And the last one for fun, it's not really a zero turn. It actually steers from the back tires, so your front tires don't move, it steers from the back. But this is our F series. So this is a front deck is what the F series stands for, front deck mower. So you have your mower deck out front, you can get into those tight areas, really good on hills and slopes as well. This is like more of a municipality machine and everything for cutting around the schools and the cemeteries and those kind of things. But this is a diesel shaft-driven machine. You can actually pop this mower deck off and you can put things like brooms and snow blowers and other attachments on the front of it because you have the drive shaft coming out the front. So that is our Kubota Zero Turn lineup. Anywhere from our baby little 42-inch gas ones, our walk-behind machines, our big commercial gas, and our big boy diesels. That's the Kubota lineup. If you're looking for something quality, long-lasting, and you're going to have parts and service for a long time, Kubota's the way to go.